Hello everyone, and welcome back to another video on my channel. In today's video, I am going to treat you with a watch me work. At least I think it'll be a treat. I have no idea what I'm going to do at this point, so if you're interested in seeing what I come up with, just keep on watching. So the first step is to take my cuticle pusher and push the proximal nail fold back. And as you can tell that I don't really need to do a fill or a color change, but I had some spare time. I wanted to create some content for you guys, so I thought I would come up with something new. Then the next step is to take my Erica's Gelx bit and remove the existing product. Now, I think I'm just going to do a color change and I might do a fill. I actually can't remember if I took these nails all off or if I just filled them. We'll find out. I'm also going to try to show as much as I can working on my dominant hand with my non-dominant hand and give you some tips of how I do my dominant hand. I actually don't have a problem doing my dominant hand with my non-dominant hand, probably because, I don't know, since I was a kid, I would always try practicing writing with my left hand, and I am right-handed. And so all those years, if I have to switch hands, I can do it. I mean, it's not as good as using my right hand, but I do manage, and I don't really struggle doing my dominant hand, only because I've been doing this for so long, and I found ways to use the e-file or apply gel products with my left hand as easy as possible. I hope that made sense. Okay, so I normally hold my e-file the same way as I would in my right hand as I do in my left hand. And I have the e-file on forward, and for my thumb, I just keep it in forward and just lightly kind of tickle off the product, if you will. And what I am doing is I'm actually putting my wrists on the desk so I have more support. And that makes it easier for me to be able to do my right hand with my left hand. Next, I go in with my medium grit zebra sanding band, and again my e-file is in forward motion, and I have my e-file set at about anywhere in between 13 to 15,000 RPM. When I use the Erica's Gelx bit, I will have that at anywhere between 21 and 23,000 RPM. And I do this step to get rid of any lifting there might be. As you can see in the corner there of my index fingers, there's a little bit of lifting. And I like using a sanding band to get close to the sidewalls and proximal nail fold. That way I know I'm not going to cut myself or like really damage my skin, because sometimes you can do that. Now I've turned my e-file down to about 12,000 RPM and I have it in reverse motion, and I'm doing the same thing on my right hand with my left hand, which is my non-dominant hand. And again, my wrists are anchored onto my desk for more stability, so I am not going to have the e-file accidentally slip on me. Next step is to work on my cuticle prep, and here I am using the Atwood Texas Tornado Cuticle Sciver, and I have this on about 10,000 RPM, and I'm just trying to lift the proximal nail fold up at the same time as getting the cuticle off my nail plate. And as per normal, Jake has got to get his little whiskers involved here. I love my cat. I love him, but he can be annoying sometimes. Yeah, let's just move your light, Mom. You need more light. Okay, where was I? I have the Texas Tornado Cuticle Sciver in forward motion when I'm doing it on my right hand, and I will decrease the RPMs to about 9,000 or 10,000 RPM. Yeah, and Jake's at it again. Next, I will go in with the Erica's Unicorn bit. This is a tapered bit, and I will put it on reverse, and I have it at about anywhere from 10 to 12,000 RPM, and I'm just lightly tickling the proximal nail fold, getting off any hangnails, any cuticle that's left in the corners that I have a hard time getting at. I will use this bit. It gets that yucky stuff out of the corners just ever so nicely. Now, when I do my right hand with my left hand, I will keep the e-file in forward motion just because it is easier, even though I'm kind of struggling right here. Now with my middle finger, I tend to get a callus right here, so I do take extra time and work at it to remove that dead skin and just make that cuticle area look wonderful again. And when I use this bit or any of the Erica dry manicure bits, I don't have to do any cuticle nipping, which I prefer. I'm scared of the nippers. Then with a scrub brush and 99% isopropyl alcohol, I will clean all the dust off and get the dust out from underneath the backside of my nails and the dust that's in the sidewall area as well. Next step is to go in with my primer, and I put very little on the nail only. I don't need to put it on the extension, just on the nail. And it might look like there's a lot, but there's very little on the brush, and that way I can kind of scrub the primer in. Next, I'm going in with Light Elegance Tack, scrubbing it in and then curing for 1 minute. Now I am using Tack because I'm going to be using a Light Elegance Builder Gel, only because I need to use this product up. I can't sell it because I don't have a lot left. So I thought, oh, it's just going to sit here. My main core is Magic Gel, but I need to use this stuff up. So why not use it on myself? I usually redo my nails once a week, once every 2 weeks. So let's use this stuff up. So I'm using Ideal Pink Builder. I'm not a fan of the builder. It's too thick. I like a thinner viscosity, but I do really like this color. And in order for me to buy, I want to try Ugly Duckling's new sculpting gels. So my goal is, let's use this up, then I can buy something new. If I buy the Ugly Duckling sculpting gel, they have several new colors out. If I buy that now, I'm never going to use up this Light Elegance, and it's going to sit in my drawer for eternity. So let's use it up. It's a very beautiful color. What I am doing now is, as you saw, I did put a slip layer down. Now I'm just doing a fill. So I'm going to make sure that my apex is where it needs to be, fill in that area near the cuticle. And actually, this was kind of funny. I did a couple of nails and then I walked out because I couldn't find Jake. He was out on the deck and he's been walking the ledge of the deck. I'm on the second floor and I thought he fell over. So I had uncured builder gel on my nails. I was looking for him on the deck, found him, brought him inside. Then by the time I sat back down at my desk, my nails were perfectly self-leveled, and then I cured and I had to do very little filing. True story. It freaked me out. I honestly thought Jake had fallen over. Last thing I'm going to do is stick my hand in a lamp to flash cure or grab a wipe to wipe the product off. I just ran, hoping the noise that I heard wasn't him falling over, and it wasn't. He was just playing with some chairs that were easily moved and doing zoomies. Oh my god, his zoomies. Okay, I could do just a video all on Jake, but that's not the purpose of this Watch Me Work. So after I do a few nails, then I'm going to cure for 1 minute. With this builder gel, it is very slow self-leveling, so you can do more than one nail at a time. So now I'm doing my right hand, and again, my wrists and my elbows are right on the desk to anchor, so I have more support. Doing my right hand with gel is a little bit more tricky, but I wanted to show it to you guys because a lot of times I just show my right hand and people struggle with doing their dominant hand. So after a full cure and wiping the dispersion layer off, I'm just going to do a light file. Usually I go in with my pink diamond smooth top barrel bit from Nail Couture, but I don't need to with just doing a fill like I did. Just lightly file and buff, take the dust off, and then we'll start with the color design. And I thought I would show you a bit of filing on my right hand. I go back and forth from actually using my left hand to file, or I will move my right hand underneath the file, as you can see here. Just depends on the angle, what I'm doing, how I feel, what mood I'm in. Then the last step of finish filing, I will take my Ugly Duckling coarse sponge buffer and buff my nails, just making them smooth but etched so the color can adhere to the enhancement. These are my absolute favorite buffers, and I like the fact that it's only one side. I don't know why. Maybe I've been using them for so long. It's just a preference. It's the perfect weight. It's the perfect size. It's not too long. It's not too small where you're fumbling. I'm starting to get arthritis in my left hand and in my middle finger. And I need things that are easy to hang on to with my left hand. Okay, now wipe the dust off, use my Scrubby Brush with alcohol just to get the dust out of the sidewalls, and we'll move on to color application. So I'm going to go in with number 229 from Ugly Duckling. This is a jelly gel or a glass gel, and this color just on its own on top of a cover pink extension is so beautiful, and you could just leave it like this, but I wanted to add a cat eye effect, and truth be told, I had every jelly gel out. I had each finger a different color. I didn't like how busy that looked, so I just went with the pink. So the brush I'm using is the Ugly Duckling striper brush. I've had this brush for years, but I've never used it, and then I've been taking some of the classes that Ugly Duckling has provided online once a month, and the striper brush was one of them that was used, and I thought, oh, I should buy one because that looks like you could do French nail designs quite easily, and here I had it, and it is my absolute favorite. I grab it all the time and I use it in every single service. So now I'm taking number 186. This is the silver cat eye from Ugly Duckling. I'm putting a thin layer over top of the pink jelly gel, and I'll show you what I do with my magnet after I clean up my oopses and get really picky with the cuticle area. See what I mean, where I use that striper brush for everything? So with the magnet, all I want to do is activate the magnet components in this gel and put everything to the center and kind of leave the outer edge so you can see the color. I'm going to cure that for 1 minute, and then I'm going back over with the jelly gel, and voila, you have a beautiful, easy, psychedelic look. Ugly Duckling does have a number of jelly gel colors. There's purple and aqua and blue, yellow, there's green, and you can even mix the jelly gels to get a customized color. I tried that too before I decided I just wanted this pink, and the options are absolutely endless. And this was not my idea. This is something that Natasha from Ugly Duckling Nails suggested, because I really wanted to see more cat eye colors and more the diamond gel colors. So if you have the jelly gels or the glass gels, your options are absolutely endless for art techniques. Then after everything is fully cured, I'm going in with my Tackless Hypershine from Magic Gel and curing for 1 minute. Then after the hand has cooled after a full cure, you want to let your hand cool before you put cuticle oil on. I'm going in with the daddy oil from Famous Names and putting it on the cuticles and on the underside of my nail as well. Massaging it in. I love this cuticle oil. And then going in with my polisher bit from Erica's and just polishing the cuticle oil into my skin. This happens to be my client's favorite part of their service. And you can see how it just buffs off that dead skin around the nail itself. That's such a satisfying feeling. Next, I will go in with some hand lotion and just moisturize all that dry skin from the alcohol and dust. And this is, oh, I love this part too. And here I'm just gonna give myself a little massage because, yeah, I deserve it. And lastly, Fusion's Finish Cleaner, and I have this in the scent Watermelon. I love Fusion's Watermelon Cleanser. So when they came out with this finish cleanser, yeah, this will just get off any oils or dirts and just leaves your nails so nice and shiny. And here's the finished look. This is so cool. And the fact that Ugly Duckling has so many different colors of jelly gel, you can get a different look, whatever you're feeling. If you're feeling more green, blue, purple, there's two kinds of pinks, there's red. This is such a cool effect. And the camera is really not picking up how intense these Cateye gel polishes look, but so fun. Such an easy design that adds just a little something extra to your set of nails. So I'm going to list everything in the description box that I used. Ugly Duckling, you can get this at AR Nail Supply. And guys, use my discount code CARRY10 and you'll get 10% off your purchase for Ugly Duckling or anything on the AR Nail Supply website that's not already on sale. So if you have any questions about this set or I missed explaining something, please comment that in the comments section. I will answer you as quickly as I can. Don't forget to follow me on all my social media. And I think that is it for this video. I hope you enjoyed this Watch Me Work, everyone. It's good to be back and we will see you all in the next video. Bye guys.